Hello and welcome to another Simply Cup. It is a very special edition today. It is a mod map edition. But before we get into that, I've just got to show that I have made a club which has all the previous week campaigns. So if you ever wanted to play any, like just let's go to week 11. I think that was close to the LoL edition. If Nadeo's game wants to work. So that wasn't a LoL edition here, but feel free to play any of them. It is just the Simply Cup maps. So the server will still be in my Simply Sippers club. But if you ever want to play any of the previous maps, I'll try and remember to upload them there. But just thought I'd let you know. And there you go. See you for the match. Hello and welcome back to the Simply Cup. Already did the cheeky intro about that club. Make sure to remember that. But let's get straight into it. We've had some server issues today. So I'm gonna hope that it's all gonna be working. But as I stated, it is the mod map edition. There are 13 maps, so a couple extra maps. As we have more freezes, but let's continue watching Gandhi. This is a short map by Mr. JMJ. Gandhi goes pretty high, gets a not the greatest line, and will go the safe route here, as Agron is getting that risky finish. There is a bit of a shortcut on this map. Shortcuts are allowed in this cup. So we have a bit of a crossover map, but you can see a couple of people going for this here. You can see a cheeky sign on how to do it. Maybe that can help you. But I am freezing a bit here. I don't know if the servers, I don't know if it's my game today. It's really annoying. But we're just going to have to do with and hope that it works. But anyway, it is Agron with the win there for the first round. Let's check out Mike, who did get 19th place. Gets the start slightly sketchy, but will keep his speed. Follows through with that extra bit of speed. Gets it really nicely. Jay is in first. I hope he doesn't finish in first, but like I said, he should. That's alright. It's a short map. Won't matter too much. As Zyril picks up another big boy point. No, it wasn't Zyril last round. I thought it was. And Mike also getting that shortcut we talked about. Paul struggling at the end there. Marple just hits that edge. And we have a few people still going that safe route. Hopefully, a couple players struggling with this first jump, but there is a bit of a safe landing here instead of crashing into that edge. But Ninador struggling on this one, does finally make it, but will not get any finishes this time. Consul in 7th, Mike, Fluffy, Platypus, Shield 7, and Milmy are the top players so far. Ooh, Kirso gets it really bad. I think Pormal there also getting it quite bad. Consul just missing that gap. I think Consul will go this risky cut here. No, he will go the safe strat. Vero, Pizzle, and Agron are the three who gets it first. Consul goes the safe way and gets 23rd. You can see that maybe it was the better option to just take it easy and get those extra points. But seems like a little bit of a tougher map for some people here. But fairly short, so most players hopefully being able to finish. Couple fantastic Pepe point memes as well to check out. But there we have the first map by JMJ. Yeah, I'm sorry about the servers, guys. I don't know what's up with it today. I can't do anything about it. I'm very sorry. We just have to make do. But we have another J map, so I did have to put them in order, so we're probably going to have every author in a row. So we have another J map here, Jimmy's Tech Low, as we have some fantastic spectator view right here. Can we just stick in this view? We get to see most things from here. No, it is just the start intro. I was just debating you. So we have 1 minute warm up, 1 minute 10 even. Let's have a look at Kip with his Pepe point mobile. Tries to go for a respawn route. Will it be quicker? Does not look like it, and will get go the wrong way. I think there is a GPS in this one, which you can have a look at if you are a bit confused. These guys are just confusing. So Kit will try a respawn there. Did miss one part of the map. This time goes straight, which is probably also not what you want to do. Now opts for the left side, which will... Oh, I thought he was going to get a bounce off the ramp change there, but does get it smooth. It's the no slide into the wall though. Points should be the same. Yeah, points are still the same. I think that guy was just stating that he got 2 good rounds and 1 bad round. So Kip following through pretty nicely. Other than that one wall bonk, we'll know this ending well as he got it at the start. And we will move to live round. So here we have it. We have Mr. Jackoy for the first round on this one. A couple players going for that U-turn. Is it going to be quicker? Doesn't seem like it. Or that you will pick up that extra speed by going all the way around. A couple players going the right side instead of left. We'll have to take that next section a bit more inside, losing time. But Jack doing very well until I was about to say such a thing, and we'll drop very far behind. Let's check out Spy. Goes for that bug slide. Picks up 1 or 2 spots with a pretty good bit of speed, battling Shield and Splatier there as far as I could see. And then we have a couple players a little bit further behind. Henry gets 60th place, not too bad. We have most players being able to finish here. So there is a, if you get this corner optimal, get the drift right, you can probably get a full-on bug slide for this one. So we will maybe check the drone camera out for next round. It's unfortunate, Tex. It's quite unfortunate. Let's have a look at Cornwall, which may or may not have a mod edition map later on. Couple plays falling off on that inside line there. That's definitely not what you wanted, as Paul is struggling to cross over the roads here. Finds himself dropping back to 40th, but we'll get that little bit of extra speed with the correct line through here. And will now be in 20th place. That's pretty good. Let's actually keep it on him to check out the top spots. Going for the bug slide. Pullmore hitting that edge too early. We'll have that rough respawn, but carries it through pretty well. Someone going for, I did notice someone goes for a shortcut off the top checkpoint. Not sure if that paid off for them. Would have been pretty tough to continue the speed, as there is that boost there. But Area now picking up a first position. Millie doing very well, actually gaining quite a lot off of 7. Platypus also doing very well, 114. Shield Justin, not so great. And then we have Area, who probably will pass those 2. Yo, damn, I'm super glad that you do enjoy it. So I did release a map with HTIM. Do check out that video and the map itself. I really hope that it's one of your best maps that you play this year. But anyway, let's get back into Suburbia. Yeah, that's the map, what it's called. No, we get back into simplycup with Kyoso again. And Pulmul bumping that corner. That's not what we want. Kyoso gets the drift pretty well. Losing out slight bit of speed. Will he go for the bug slide? No, he won't. Takes it pretty safe. A couple of players who do get that bug slide. Definitely was worth it. Area picking up another win there. I think Milmi picking up another great position as well. No, only 80 points. I mean, still pretty good. 7, I'm not sure if he crashed or has something to do. Chaotic not being able to finish just yet. That's not going to be good, considering he is top 10. Spider getting 80, Shield 100, Justin 109, so a couple of those players in that top position doing pretty good. Chaotic, no, I think Chaotic's game must have crashed, so I'm sorry if there's a bit of issues this week. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I wish they would really work on server performance ASAP, because it's nearly a year in the game and we still have major issues. It's really, really frustrating for the hosts and for players. But for now, let's try and keep up the upbeat mood, and we will move on to what I presume is going to be Jay's third map. Which one is it going to be? It is indeed the Jimmy's Law number 2. As we have the intro cut short, because that was indeed a very heavy loading. Hopefully most players being able to finish, not finish, load in. But this isn't that long of a map, not a hard one either. There are a couple risky jumps, as Area does find them all straight away. Zemus also finds it very quickly. Jay out in first for his map. So we have a bit of a left, right, left here at the end, which Area does bonk, so that will be something to look out for. Viru trying his luck at the start. We'll get it pretty good. Goes for the bug slide. Will it be quicker? I think so. As is a very sharp corner. Maybe people can jump over some of the scenery blocks here. I'm not sure. I only played them once or twice. I do like going into a Simply Cup not knowing the maps, because then if there's some exciting cut or something, it is pretty raw energy that you see from me. But for these submitted ones, I do want to play it once or twice just to check if it's appropriate. And there will be some harder maps this week, but I think most of these maps by the mods are really quite good. But let's get into the first round. Who are we going to watch? Let's have a look at Skull Monkey with a very white and orange car. Tries to go for that wood shortcut there, but will not be able to pick it up. Looks like about 20 players up the top do get it. Area is in first. Justin, I think, was also on a bang of a run. Kip gets these chicanes very well, picking up a top 10. That's really good from him. Asman getting 28th. And a couple of players not being able to get the start yet. Also, wicked. Just thought I'd let you know. But, pretty simple map here. Other than some crucial parts which you want to make sure you get quite precise. Someone is practicing the start, which is going to cost them a lot of points. Who shall we watch? Let's put the pressure on Mr. Aussie Golfer. Aussie Golfer is a fellow streamer, also Australian, so do check him out. He's a fantastic guy, but he does unfortunately miss this one and might have to full respawn. Doesn't opt to respawn quickly, which will maybe cost him getting a finish here. But let's move up to Leslie. We have a couple people really falling off at the end there. And Leslie picking up 25th, I think it was, which isn't too bad. Yeah, we're definitely going to move to the drone camera on this next round. Christian, I think it was, going for a shortcut. Doesn't seem like it pays off. Two people struggling up the hill have 8 seconds. One of them falling off there. Christian still going for that shortcut. Is it going to pay off? I mean, maybe that's something to look out for afterwards. But let's move to Fluffy for the start of this map and see if he can get the jump. Oh, we have a bit of lag, but he does make it. Couple. Someone eating straight up into the roof there. As we have Paul in first place. This is going to be a close one right behind him. Paul can keep his chicane really good. A lot of speed, follow through. Does get a first position there. I saw Pizzle and Riccio, maybe? I hate how the leaderboard moves around. It was Paul, Germany. So the two Pauls getting it very good there. Indoor coming in hot. Roughly 70th position, 80th maybe. And then we have a few strugglers at the back. So definitely a map which got a couple people on this one. But we will move on to map number 4. As we have an upside down map here. So I expect the Australians to do very well here. But there is a cheeky something right at the end. It is a short map though, so most people should be able to finish. So we have, once again, the guides. These intros are great. Those who played Trackmania 2 lore maps would maybe know Jay's maps. But, this is going to be a fun one. Hopefully we can spectate. If the camera doesn't turn around, I'll just have to get the drone camera out. Which, I mean, I think is still a win-win. Let's see if it works. Let's try the follow mode on Ramsey here. How is he going to do it? Does go under. No, we do have it finally. I know one of the previous maps we About 20 people falling off the roof there. You don't want to go over the reactor the wrong way. Otherwise, you will end up dropping from the sky. So, well, as I said, it is a very, very short map. But this could be one of the most difficult for some players. Aona already disliking it. That is not what we like to see. But Ramsey finally getting through. Gets that drift quite well. Misses that second one, but tries to full send into the end. Will it pay off? He goes for the reverse strat. That's quite interesting. And then will jump and misses the finish line. So Jay quote said, look at all these finishes for everyone to drop into. But if you go and continue the ice ramp and you go too far, you will still miss it. So goes to show, you can add 100 finishes and it's still not enough. Alright, let's actually check out Aona, put the pressure on him, as he didn't like this map. Falls off at the very first corner, but that might set him up for a good line. A couple players going for too far of an angle into the reactor will fall off. It's literally like some rainfall, but Aona does get 27th, not too bad on that one. And we still have a couple players bonking that finish. Nina just being able to claw herself in. Ram going for some trick shots. Oh, Burley I thought was going to hit it. This is a great wash right here. This is what we love to see. But Ram, couple players not being able to get to the end. Oh, someone probably would have fell into the pit of finishes, but couldn't land it. Let's check out Shield, who is in 4th, doing very well. It is quite early for him, so I appreciate him staying up, or waking up for it. He follows it through with a very safe line. Does slide off into that corner, and knows not to go overturned, and will also bonk into that next run. So not the greatest run from Shield. Does get the ending quite decently, as we have a couple players struggling to the end. Jay is at the back. Check him out if he's going to fall off on his own map. No, he's not. And most players being able to get it. Justin into the bottom finishes. Burley going for some Spider-Man tactics. Aona just sniping the finish there. Oh, someone missing out right on the timer. So let's actually keep it in the drone camera this time and check out how everyone is doing. We have everyone playing this week. No, we have one player AFK. So we have the first section. A couple players already falling off. It looks like it is Nats, maybe? I couldn't get that name. But very, very quick round. You can do this one super, super well. As you can see, a 16.8. It was Mike who gets it the fastest. As a few players still falling off into those bottom finishes. A couple players going safe. Consul, actually, after some good rounds, isn't finishing just yet. We'll have to take that final section safe. As he tries to troll the finish, and that will cost him a DNF. That's a Pepe point to Consul. So we have Area dominating the JMJ maps. But we will move on to the next one to see what we have in store. Never let J map again. Dude, I didn't mind the maps. I think they were pretty good. I think the maps were pretty good. But once again, we have a very, very heavy loading. Ooh, we're finally in, and we have, as you can see from that bottom logo, we have a UVO map right here. So this could be one of the tougher ones of the day, but let's check it out on Milmi's perspective. Does try to go for the reverse strat, and it will respawn. There are a lot of safe jumps and safe ways to do this if you are struggling a little bit. Make sure you guys hit the checkpoint on the wall, as Milmi gets it very smooth and moves all the way up to 6th place already. Gets the hill fairly decently, as we have a mini RPG here. will miss that first bar, but does find a couple players very far in front. So this, I think, will be a bit of a spread of field, as Jay and Milmi both miss that jump. I think a lot of players will do that, but hopefully learn from their mistake. But there is also, I can't talk today, there is also that safe route I was talking about, if you want to. Milmi goes for the left side here, but once again, the good thing about this map is risk versus reward. You can see a cheeky finish there. Like, this map has everything. You'll find who full sends it or will be safe. And that is the minute over. Who shall we watch? Let's have a look at Splatia with my cheeky car going into this one. Gets the start fairly well, but does bonk that first corner. So we'll have to safe this one. Gets it with a lot of speed. Everyone now being able to find checkpoint, that's good. This was one of the only places which I thought maybe a couple of people would struggle with, but look at that quick respawn. As Splatia does have to go for it. Gets a lot of airtime and will be in 40 seconds still, so not too bad. And we'll drop down slightly. The orange or pink road here is actually plastic. It is something Yuvo has explored with a couple maps. Splatia goes for a safe jump there. And it will be Platypus getting first position. Area once again dominating. Splatia hits the snow and will miss that finish line. I wish this drone camera put yourself closer to the action. It takes like 2 seconds to move itself forwards. We have players like Infinite, Paul, Justin, even Nax struggling on this one. So that was the first round. Maybe a couple of players DNFing here, but should be able to maintain for the second one. Speaking of which, let's check out Paul, who did just be able to snipe the finish on that one, but struggles on the first corner. Let's see if he can do the kickflip. Jay finds himself out very far in front. Paul gets it pretty well. Will get a bit of a slowdown. Pizzle also with a bit of extra speed there. Battling players like Matt here. Ooh, a couple of players falling off on the left side or right side there. And a few getting a bit of a clip. Jay going for a risky jump. Seamus as well. And also Paul finding it. Will he get the bug slide? He does indeed. That will save him a bit of time. But will he opt for the risky finish? No, he does not. But picks up a top 10. That's pretty good from Paul. Let's check out. A couple players are a little bit behind on this one. As I said, maybe not the easiest map, but I found this map quite fun. And it is all, it definitely all has your safe lines to be able to take. But let's check out the leaderboard actually. We haven't really been paying too much attention. Ariat gets 1,279 points. Platypus also moving up to 1,210. Milmi 1,100. And that's Shield on 900. Shield and Pizzle actually pretty much together. Two American friends right there. So let's check out Platypus. Doesn't get the greatest start here, but gets the jump perfectly. And look how many positions he overtakes with that. Ooh, does get the airtime though, and will get probably the slowdown penalty. That's not what you want. Players still falling off on the right side. Cornwall, Cyril, Area will get the jump very smooth in the middle. Platypus going for the safe line here. A few players struggling on that bug slide. I'm surprised no one's going for this risky finish. It wasn't that hard, in my opinion. Oh, speaking of which, Kip and Jay both do it. And both nail it. Aggro and Splatia. Splatia just being able to make it. And a couple players know they're a bit behind, so trying to grab those few extra points. But a lot of players aren't making it. I think it's Jackoi which lands upside down. Oh, that's unlucky. Goes through the back triangle, but is too far behind, and we will move on to our next map. Once again with a heavy loading time. I think the servers must be just a bit balked today. I don't know what's up with it. But we went from a fairly difficult map to a fairly easy one right here by hand. Simply Mods Dirt 01. So let's check out this one. Let's have a look at maybe someone new we haven't launched. Ice Crusher for the warm-up. This is a public server. This is the Nadeo hosted club servers. It isn't a dedicated one. But Yuvo does have a dedicated server, and he said he doesn't trust anything more than 100 players anyway, so I'm not sure how much of a difference it would make. But Ice Crusher gets the start really good there, but does get a very small wallbang. Will cost him a little bit of speed. But should be able to learn from that mistake as he follows through on these dirt sections, and then we get to a bit of a risky ice jump. Who will get the speed follow through the best, as Ice Crusher actually hits that red line, which is what you want, and in to the finish line. Very simple map. I do like this one. So Remu just making it to the ice, but there's not much after that, so should be able to clear that pretty clean. Simple bit of scenery as well by hand. This is a nice map. Let's have a look at Remu to start us off on the first round here. Our players opting for a no airtime strat. Not sure if it paid off, as we have Pizzle in first, battling Christian Zyril. A couple players opting for the top line there. You can gain a lot of speed, as we see someone right there. I think it was Ice Crusher actually. But Remu missing that sausage block and a wheel flip. Let's move up to the top of Vern Funa here, as he is in 36th place. Not too bad. A couple players losing out on a bit of speed, so it nearly does overtake them, but also opts for a safe release. Jumps to the ice. Will try and move himself into the red zone, but is wobbling around a little bit. Can he make it all the way to the end? Loses out on 3 positions, but 28th place, that is not too shabby. As we have our Whirlpool into the finish line. And we have our final contender here. So you can see, definitely a lot more easier map. Nope, Jackoi is on his run. Don't think he has enough time. He has 4 seconds, so we'll miss out on points this round. Area, though, getting a full 120 points, moves 170 points ahead now, really dominating it for this map. Or this edition so far, I should say. Let's have a look at Vol here. Opts for a very inside line, loses out on a slight bit of pace. Christian Hent in the battle up the top. A couple players going for that very tall line, Infinite being one of them. Volt goes for a inside line there. That's quite interesting. Loses out on a little bit of speed, but tries to go full risky and will slam himself into the wall. Let's try and see someone a bit further up. Milmi is out in front, as we see Infinite going full risk. He was so far ahead, didn't need to do that. So Milmi overtakes, and this will be good points for him in 3rd position right now, but doesn't get it as good as Gandhi, Zyro, and Christian, who both overtake him. What the fuck is the camera position when I move to it? It's so weird. So we have Laszlo at the back. I think I can see Spiff just being able to finish. And we have our Coggers ending. Pizzle only getting 3 points. Paul there only getting 1. Mike only getting 8. But really a good round from Platypus, Milmi, and Zyril there. All them in hundreds, but quite a spread out field so far. Let's check out Cataboo into the final round on this one. Goes for the very middle line. Will nearly have to release, don't think he did. So we have Gandhi, Brat, and Paul up the top. Who goes the very tall line? A couple of players going full risk, but do both, or a couple of players hitting the top there, which is not what you want. Cataboo has to release into the freewheeling, but maybe that sets himself up for a better line. No, it's not. He does hit himself into the wall as we switch to Pizzle, also into the wall. Check out Shield going for the very tall lines. Is this going to give him an extra bit of speed? Look how much it gains. This is what you need on these ice lines. Oh my, look how many positions he's getting. This guy is a fucking mad lad. He went from 30th to 18th right there. That is a really good bit of speed which he gained. As we have Falcao and Chaotic, I think it is, in the back. But pretty fun map. I like it. All the top four, they're getting pretty decent amounts of points. But a few lower ones from Pizzle, Consul, Paul, once again, not doing so great. Cataboo, not sure if his game crashed or something, but we'll drop down to 19th for that. Do I need starter club access to host my lobby? So one person needs the club access to make a lobby, and then people with standard can join servers. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm hosting one with the club edition, and it's a little bit confusing, but it's pretty easy to understand once you get in. But we have an cheeky little Simply RGB because we are gamers. No, Paul, there's another Paul. I'm not talking about you, mate. So, we have a cheeky RGB map. Look how beautiful this one looks. Once again by hand, so the maps did go in order this week. So I had to add them one by one. Usually it's random, but... Who got a mad flip off of that? What happened there? We just saw someone flip off like a light post or something at the edge of your viewing seat there. But let's check out Fluffy. Is in 20th, moving into the massive ice slides here. Milmy up in the top area, also doing fairly good. Ooh, Fluffy missing that drift there. I have to go for a cheeky respawn. As we move into a very fast downhill and into the final jump. A couple players probably gonna land in between those finishes, something maybe we'll have to look out for. Will cost them quite a lot of positions if they do such a thing. But we have 10 seconds remaining. Most people being able to find the full map. Pretty fun, pretty simple. Let's move into it. Let's have a look at Ninador, who... someone commented what happened last week. It was just a reaction by her because she does stream this most weeks. Do check her out. But this time does bonk into that very first corner. Will lose out on a lot of speed. Aussie golfer also hitting that edge. But Ninador getting a little bit of speed to fall through into the ice. That's what you want to make these jumps. The players having to opt for a bit of a safer line. Ninador getting it very smoothly, not opting for a full counter steer. So a couple of players overtaking him, but also a couple of players falling off and sliding out there. Looks like Aona Zemus are the players up the front. Who's going to bonk the finish? I don't think any of them did, as Nina comes through hot in 50th position. Not too bad from her. And we have a couple players on that final downhill. So good round from Aona there. 0.3 ahead. Shield, Zemus, Eden, or Belingo I should say, and Umbri doing very well. Pizzle after a few straw rounds, getting 96 points as well. Cyril only with 5, so we'll drop probably 4 positions with that one. Near JMJ on 11.22. Let's actually have a look at Jay, how he is doing this one. Gets a bit of a neo slide into the corner. Couple players jumping off the edge there. That is unfortunate for them. Will be out for the count. Jay getting this one pretty safe, pretty easily in 35th right now. You can see how close this one opts for a very inside drift straight into it. Doesn't seem to have worked for him and will lose out on a couple of positions. Down to 40th right now. But I know Jay and he's going to full send this ending. Let's find out. Does opt for that. Down to 30th position. We'll have to go for a cheeky drift. And we'll land the finish line. With a massive jump there. Jay getting 22nd. Not too bad. A couple players hitting these the triangle rings here, or whatever you call them, and flipping off into the wall. What an ending. But there we have it. Platypus only getting 16 that round. Belingo, after a good first round, not doing so great. We have Consul and Pool. Nice Australian battle there, but let's drop to Spider in 20th position. Always up in a pretty good position. Can he showcase that on this round? He's finding himself in 20th probably. Moving into this one. Oh, the checkpoints are completely bugged, so I have no idea what rank he's in. But Spider gets that ice slide really good. Look how much speed he is, but will hit the inside with that risky line. That is quite unlucky. Ice Crusher not doing so great on the ice. Consul, we switch to down in 25th probably. And we'll jump. Anyone going to miss the finish lines here? Oh, Platypus raining. Oh, there were a couple of catastrophes there. But, most players... Oh, shit. What an ending. That's a good ending right there. I like it. Crazy spoiler. We'll be able to finish Ninador. Not on such a great round this time. Can Asmund finish? Oh, just gets it in time. Ninador, one of the only ones not getting it this time. So move on to our next one. Who's it going to be? Once again, with the heavy loading times. Don't know what's up with it today. It's not like these maps have that much. To load. Alright, we're in. And we have a ice start map here. A lot of people don't like ice, but this map is pretty fun. It is by Classic himself, Snow and Sun. So let's get into this one. Let's check out Yulf to move on here. Our players will slide out, I'm sure. But, we'll move through to the road. Oh, Yulf just being able to miss that edge there. Gets the follow through quite nicely. Pormal gains a lot of speed out of that. As we move into the final drift here, this one is very short. Pormal straight off the edge there, completely missing the drift. So we have a couple sections on this: ice, road, dirt, and then the black surface. There is a risky finish. Doesn't seem like anyone's opting for it on their first attempt, but it will be interesting. Fury actually does there to see who goes for it. Or maybe it's just a safe finish, but I think a couple players will find it faster. So who shall we watch moving into this one? Let's have a look at Tuna for the first round. In 30th position, not doing too badly. A fancy looking skin there. Does get the ice slide pretty good, hitting that small bit of snow, and actually has opted for a good position here, but is lagging a little bit. So let's change up to Pyru, who drops down a little bit off the dirt, but a couple players falling off on the right side there. So move to the final corner. A couple players going for that left side finish. A lot of people is bonking, we saw. And we have Justin being able to win. Where is Ice Crusher going? What the hell? Where? I think these guys are finished, but they can't continue driving afterwards. So we have a couple players just being able to snipe in time. Is a very short map, 23 seconds. Umbri area, once again, doing very well. So area will be the first to... No, that was included in the points there. So if he can pick up a top 30, will be the first to get 2,000 points this week. Let's check him out on this one. Guess the ice, pretty safe and slow, but find himself with a good line and moving up to a top 5. Gets a little bit of airtime here. No, he doesn't, and will move on with a lot of extra speed. Nearly up to first here. Will he go for the risky line? Shield in first. Shield doesn't opt for it, and area Justin Viru all snipe shield there. So we have a couple players going for the angled finish line. It isn't the easiest because you follow through with a left hand up, and then if you're finding yourself on the right side if you've gone too wide, you will probably not be able to make it. But most players coming through now. We have, that is the round. Pizzle, Bolingo not doing so great, and Area getting a lot of points, 120 on that one. Let's have a look at Dansky. See how he's going to do this one. Gets that ice drift really well, but misses the gear and will flip off. So that is unfortunate for him. Let's check out Konzel. Oh, goes to inside. That's not what you want. Everyone was spectating this round is out. Someone goes for a lot of height. That was Splatier there. Pizzle not with the greatest speed. And Aona also going for a safe finish. Gets a 23rd. That's not too bad. As we have lots of players on the right side. Agron in first. So point check. Area getting another 114. So moving even further ahead with Milmi only getting 12. So that's going to probably put him nearly 300 ahead. Platypus 70 points, Shield on 60 extra, and we have the top 5. Moving on to the next map, which is also a classic map once again. So we see a cheeky, risky finish once again. Couple dirt sections, couple road sections. Let's find out how this one will go. But point check, Shield 1650, Bolingo 1480, Vero 1490, 1418, 1416, 1411. Look at this pack in the bottom top 10 here. And Kip on 1340, Jay on 1290, Paul in 1240. So a lot of the mods actually doing not too badly. But let's check out Justin for this round of the warm-up. Pormal gets the start the greatest. It's Fite in second there. Justin having to release a little bit with a bit of a bad angle. Pormal also not getting the greatest on the next one. We have our tunnel and a jump towards the finish line. Justin nearly hitting the light there, and will practice the finish jump. It doesn't have the greatest angle to set up here. Pormal also opting for a bit of practice. Justin checking the finish. So once again, a very, very quick map. Very fun and easy by classic. Guru opting for the right side finish. Doesn't have enough speed. Dude, I'm getting my left and rights wrong today. I really need to go back to school, obviously. And learn my lefts and rights. But let's have a look at Toaster with his Vaporwave car into this one. Impossible ring finish. It definitely isn't impossible, but you're just going to make sure you have the right angle. No, it's changed to Ginger for the start here, so let's check him out. Does get the no slide and bonk straight into the corner. Knight and someone trying a bit of a shortcut there because he didn't have a lot of speed. Let's move up to Platypus, who gets a extra bit of speed coming in. Was in 10th there, but moves up to 5th. We'll have to release a little bit on the final corner here. And we'll opt for a safe finish, but look at Pormal Shield get that risky finish, and it's definitely paid off for them big time. As we have most players being able to finish, a couple players bonking into some yep trees. That is what we love to see. But, shout out to classic, pretty simple design maps, and really, really good scenery. Nicholas just being able to get to the finish line there. Did say 18th, but I'm not sure if that was right, at the end. Let's have a look at IG here, how he is going to be doing this one. It's a pretty clean, safe drift. Moving into that first looping. Goes down. Someone bopping on the right side there. So let's keep the camera on here as he is in 40th position. This is such a close battle. Yes, that outside line, which will set him up to hit the arrows. So just being able to, or just falls off on the jump there. As, oh, can he make it? Oh, what a finish. That is a wicked finish right there. That is what we like to see. A couple players still practice or trying to get the ending. Console finally being able to get it. But, Milmi, Platypus, Shield, all getting big boy points on this one. Let's check out Nay here. See how he's going to do the third and final round. Follows through with good speed, good angle. We'll move up a couple positions from that. Find yourself in 11th if you can get the drift well. Ooh, nearly hitting the side. I think Paulmore hits the side there. Justin and Milmi way out in front. That's going to help them. Oh, it's Aona as well. But Aona goes to inside as well as Nay here. We'll miss that finish. And that is going to cost a lot of points. Agron only just being able to finish. A couple of other players also, unfortunately, missing out. But I respect it. You got to go for the 120. None of that safe stuff. Look, Justin, Chris, and Console all gained from that. Shield, I think, went for all 3 rounds, the risky finish. And moves up to 4th with that, so that's good from him. Nilmi only getting 6 with that mistake. Area continuing to get good points. Don't be mad at you. No, that is what we love to see. Alright, and now we have a cheeky little RPG. This is definitely going to be the hardest map of the day, but there is a GPS. So, this is a techie RPG. This is an RPG map. I literally don't need to say it. That is what the map is called. So who doesn't like scenery? Who doesn't like a lot of blocks everywhere? But let's check out Kip into the first one. Maybe we'll go for the GPS. No, he's full sending. Will he make it? He makes the first jump. Gets into the checkpoint. Follows through. Gets a bit of slow drift. Jumps to the left. Couple players hitting the rocks there. As we move on to the place which I think is going to cause absolute carnage. This is why GPS is recommended, because you go under the tree here. Yep, finding the X signs, which means you have gone wrong. This is why there's a GPS. That Kip, still full sending, will opt for going the right side finally. No, we'll get stuck. This is definitely a way too dank map. Let's have a look at Juna here, which I think did finish. No, maybe opting for a later start, as he doesn't know where to go. So, this was kind of a wildcard map. This will help some players who can learn maps quite quickly. But maybe for some of the beginner players, we'll pick up some DNFs. But I didn't think it was too bad a map. I did know that it was a little bit tough. But who shall we watch? Let's have a look at Spider, because I just love his Yepka. Gets that first jump clean, follows through. We'll go for a no drift to pick up the correct line here, but we'll hit that small log. So we have a lot of players moving into the tree. A couple players still not working out where to go, but Spider does know where to go because he watched the GPS. Moves up with that booster, jumps down, and then we move to the finish line through the Christmas candy canes, because it's definitely Christmas time. But Platypus does get the top position here. Paul, Doe, Konzu, and Ice Crusher in some good positions. Couple players struggling to get up the heavy, steep hill. We have 10 seconds remaining, so most players should be able to finish. Needor struggling, as well as Shaky. But most players being able to finish, which is good to see. So a couple players not liking this one, a couple players do like it. It is what it is. I think it's perfectly fine. If you watch the GPS, you should know where to go. Anna, though, on a good start here, moves up to 3rd. Milmi way out in front as well. But who's going to get this booster section correct? Anna gets a flat landing, and look how much that has gained him. He's going to move to 4th position with that. As Chris and Kip get a fantastic position for this round. 25 seconds. That is a fairly decent time. As Splatia goes for a shortcut. But has missed a checkpoint there. So maybe it will cost him finishing this round. But Ariel getting 50 points. Platypus is really gaining on this one. So let's actually check him out. A couple players bonking on that right side. Milby once again in a good position. Unbreed gets it really good, but slides out on the right. Couple players hitting the little tree branch. Justin is out in first. Paul on a good start, but does get a wonky landing. Platypus does gain a couple positions, but lands pretty slowly and moves down to fifth, which is still a very good round. Jay and Zyril getting the top positions there for this one. So a couple of the beginner players maybe struggling a little bit on this one. But I think by the third round, most players being able to finish here. So this was a bit of a half-half map. I was maybe thinking about missing this one, but I think with the GPS it was perfectly fine. Pizzle though, not liking it, because he has dropped down to 12th with that one. The classic minus because you don't do well. No, I'm kidding. That is a bit of a half-half map. Some people definitely would like it, some people definitely wouldn't like it. But we move on. That was definitely the hardest map of the day. And once again, we do have a couple extra maps. So it will go slightly longer than usual. But you went from a hard map to look at this. How much easier could this be? So you've gone from a difficult map to a very, very simple map. Let's find out how Fite does this to start it off. Opts for going into the scenery straight away. And we'll go for a sneaky little shortcut straight off the bat. Excuse me. And now we'll try the original way, but we'll full send off the wall, which is not what you want. So how you do this map, you drop down, go around the corner, and then on to the rails here. But as you can see, a couple players trying the scenery cut there, because there is no checkpoints here. So who's going to try it? Who's going to just go the normal route? We have 20 more seconds of the warm-up. Normal hitting the railing quite well. Full sends into the end because this is risk it for the biscuit. Biscuit being 120 points, which could make or break some players' positions here, as we're closing in on the final few maps. But let's have a look at Chris Birdie. No, we will. He just had a very delayed start, so we have a couple players slowing down, but not getting it the greatest. Go through the tilted blocks, and then we move to the small railing. This one you definitely probably don't want cars on, as Chris Birdie does fall off. And we will have Pizzle, after not liking that last map, getting a first position. Platypus on a good run, moving ever so closer to Area, but Area with 90 points, so securing some good positions still. Paul going for the cheeky shortcut, as we have the two slowest moving people in the earth right now, Arcana and Falco, but Falco did respawn. So a couple players really struggling to make it up. I like that he really committed to it. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make it up this hill. I like to see it. But you know what? We stay in the drone camera because this is such a short, small map. Who is going to get it? A couple players going for a Wallbang strat. Does not pay off for them. Jackoy, the first one to set him up. And we have our first shortcutter. It is Henry with a great bit of points. Ryzen also getting it. And Thomas, all three cutters, getting that first spots because they opt for that cut. Pormal trying himself to get it. A couple players going across the railing still. So I think people will notice that Henry got an 11-second time there. So we'll have to work out why or how he did it so fast. Viru and Jay, I don't think finishing there. That's going to cost them a lot of points. But let's actually stay up in the drone camera because I think a lot of people are going to opt for the shortcut now. A lot of people failing. Bonk, bonk, bonk after bonk. But we have our first contender. It is Henry once again picking up 240 points for these last 2 rounds. That is good stuff from him. Jackoy gets it well. Blingo as well. So we have our normal routers coming through. And a few players falling down. Oh, this is a good watch. I enjoyed this map. So you know what? Sometimes we have some good maps and then sometimes we have some crap maps. But some of the crap maps are really good. So Viru really struggling on that one. JMJ also dropping down out of the top 10. But we go from a dirt map to a full ice map now. So we move on to the final 2 maps as far as I know. As this is not Justin's, is Kana's ice map. There's a lot of people who dislike ice. There's a lot of players who always say there should be more ice. Classic also did the scenery on this one, which looks really, really good. Let's check out Agron for the warm-up here. A couple players falling off the end. Blingo, the only one getting the start really insanely. So the big thing with this one is you got to watch out for the gears. You got to watch out for the snow traps on the sides. If you change a gear, you'll probably slide out into them. But we chose the right person to watch here, as Agron is on a banger. But it's a little bit debated by those sides. You do have to continue going around the side. I think a lot of players are opting to do that. I don't know why you put the signs there, Kana. Why did you put the signs there? I guess it's for the lower level, maybe? But Agron does find the finish there with a good run up until that. And most players getting towards the finish, so should be a good round here. Got me? Yeah, I don't know really what the point of them are, but you know what? Maybe it was a small mistake. And we'll move on with Resin here. See how he goes. A couple players, or at least one, trying to go straight off to the right side there. Not sure if that's going to pay off as someone hits the triangle. Resin missing out on that left drift there. Will drop down a little bit. Let's check out Toaster. Getting the drifts very slowly, but in a fairly good position still. There's a fair bit of room for beginners to be able to get these drifts right, other than some of these hills, which definitely will be a little bit tough. But Shield, a really, really good dominant time right there. 2 seconds ahead of Burley. Pizzle, the other American, also doing very good. Justin, Jack, Cyril, getting good positions. Toaster getting a 50th place, not too bad. As we have our final players coming through hot. Maybe a couple players struggling with that uphill. Ninjador not being able to finish. Let's check out one of the middle players once again. Let's check out Pormal. See how he's going to do this one. And immediately drifts out. Check him out on the second drift. We'll hit it very good, but we'll also slide out. So let's move up Shield to one last round. He's in 12th right now, but look at this speed carrying through. Moves himself into 4th. Zyril, after a good first round, in 1st now. But Shield picking up that Tokyo drift all the way to the end, and that is an extremely close round actually. Toaster, Burley, and Zyril getting the top 5 there. But Shield just being able to snipe them there towards the end. So we have area 2.9k will move up to 3k. Don't often see 3,000 points in these Simply Cups, but it is a little bit of a longer edition today. Platypus 2.8, or 2.9 even now. Milmy 2.7. Shield 2.5, and then a big drop off to 2.2 with Justin to round off top 5. Vero though gets this first line very clean. A couple of other players getting it really hot though. Shield goes a bit wide, but maybe will carry a bit of speed through. Vero, Blinger, and Shield once again. Seamus doing very well. Also, so we have a bit of a freeze. Vero goes into that drift. They move into the final slide. We'll have to release, brake to get those angles right. Shield struggling a little bit. Will he get overtaken? He will. Blingo snipes it by 0.1. Shield, though, getting so many points on this map. And we have our final races coming in hot. Knight getting a top 10. That's pretty good from him. Spider does not like this one. Over the RPG. So, it's actually a fairly close battle up the top, if I saw correctly. Let's find out. Just a reminder, if you are new, do check out all the socials. If you're on Twitch, it's in the chat right there. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description. Do drop a sub on YouTube. Do drop a follow on Twitch. And say hello in Discord. It really all does help out. I am at the moment streaming every single day, which is quite a lot of effort. So I hope that you guys are enjoying it. But we have what I think is the last map, as far as I know. So another one by Karnarama. It is Zigzag, as we have a couple left, right, lefts, and then I'll just leave you on a pause champ for the finish line. Let's check out Spider, who is in 5th for the warm up here. We'll go for the wallbang strategy. Milmy also hitting off the side. So we move through to a big boy corner and then into the ice. A couple players finding himself very wide. Spider taking the drift a bit too early. But we'll recover nicely as we get a bug slide drift into this. And here we go. This is what we love to see. Oh no, the camera's a bit awkward. No, the camera's a bit awkward. But we will kind of see what's happening. There are some trees. There are some poles. Who's going to risk it? As Folder there misses it. So there is a safe finish, as this isn't the easiest one. But a couple players finding themselves practicing it, trying their luck at the spin to win. A wheel. Who doesn't want to spin to win towards the final time here? Once again, Area, Platypus, Milmy, Shield, and Justin to round off the top 5 going into this one. Let's try and check out someone new. Let's have a look at Crash, who has found himself into the top 30. Is in 40th position onto this first round here. We'll go for a very safe drift, but that was too early. So we'll cost him about 20 positions there. Can he get this bug slide? Gets it a little bit, but we have a lot of players opting to go full send. Neil, the only one respawning quickly, and we have most players being able to finish. It's not the hardest finish, but it is like very scary, I will say that. Oh, who was that? Gets very lucky off a bonk, but lands in that finish line. But it is Area starting to, or finishing on a dominant ending. If you're wondering where the respawn is, it's just teleport one and then onto the top. But I hope most players are giving their best towards that finish, because it is a bit of fun. You got to go for it. You just got to go for it. But Toaster on the eye right now gets the bug slides really good. but will fall off on that second section. Finds himself in second though, but will drop down a little bit with a bit of extra air time. Goes a little bit wide to get a better lineup into this as we have a couple freezes. Oster gets that bug slide really good, but will full stop off the exit of it. Pizzle the first out of the blocks on this one. Let's maybe check out this camera before it goes a little bit blind. You can see a couple of the yep trees, a couple of the poles. Toast is getting it very clean. Moves up to 30th, so obviously a couple of people failing. But seems like it's not too bad. I was slightly concerned about it, but you know what? This is a Sim Cup. This is exactly what we love in it. So Pizzle trying to finish strong, moving up to top 10, and even will be better off with that 120 points. Jay only getting one, Shield only getting one. So a couple players moving around, but Shield very, very far in front of Zyril in 5th there. As we watch Shield for the final time, gets it very clean, gets the drift exit quite good as well. But look at Area, who has dominating today, 3.3k points. You can see why, as he is probably going to finish this last one, if you can get that bug slide. As we have some freezes, so I was going to say we might miss it, but Area does get it. Shield in 4th, as Chris does overtake a little bit. Both of them going the right side. Shield going the middle, getting a 4th. So not too bad. A lot of players opting for a full respawn this time. As we have our finale here to drop in. So as far as I know, that was the very last map. Era gets 120 points off of the 3.3 he already has. Platypus will stick in second. Very good performance from him. Milmy also just being able to miss out on the 3k. In 3rd though, a very, very good position from him. New Platypus, very, very well played, man. But we'll let this load and then have a cheeky gander at the leaderboard. For those who are on Twitch, I will be streaming for a lot longer, so hopefully you do stick around. But I hope that you did enjoy that one. It was a beautiful addition as this just continues to fucking load. No, here we are. We're finally in. And that indeed was the final map. Shield getting 2.8. Just missing out by 100 points. Zyril in 5th as we have a 400 point drop off. So a very big difference there. But then we have some close battles. Justin 2.47. Just missing out on top 5. Pizzle 2.42. Very well played by him. Lingo 2.3. Very also 2.3. Paul just getting that final top 10 position right there. But that was a cheeky little mod map edition. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We had a bit of everything in this one, so I think the maps were pretty fun. I hope for those who played did enjoy themselves, and thanks for those who watched. I hope you enjoyed the cast. It was a little bit of a longer edition, 13 maps, but bit of something a bit different. Remember that there is that new club. Just search for Simply Cup Maps. All the previous map editions will be in there if you want to play any, including this one. Other than that, drop a follow, drop a sub. It all does help out. I hope you did enjoy the cast for today. It is on at 11 PM Brisbane time every single Saturday. As Nina, I talk about, does also stream it. Do check her out. But let's close the video off for there. Thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And GG for this one. What? Excuse me? With a sub as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the cup raid 9 auto wave.
I very much appreciate it.